27th. How's it going, everybody? I've got the chat back up. I do have to find it. It's in here somewhere. It's here. Let's go. We are definitely gonna drone tonight. Seas Futures, good to see you. Thunder Parasite. Voice of the night. I'm flattered. I love it. What can I say? So, this is me without the window dressing. Wait. Okay, something's going on. It keeps tricking me. It keeps tricking me. Something about OBS, it'll say, hey, I got the right thing, and then it won't have the right thing. But here we are. Alright, that's the right thing. Jason, you gotta give me a call, man. I've lost my face. The entire face. Now, I can also lose my face like this. So, this is my face, and then we can lose my face. And this is gonna be a live feed of a couple of different things, but mashed together and all sort of frequency bending the visuals of each other. You can sort of stop in the middle here. You can see the pulsar, maybe. Yeah, and my hand. That's supposed to be, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. So yes, I can lose my face, get kaleidoscopy, and we've also got tonight a little downward view. I'm gonna have to be careful not to touch those tonight because I'm running it from, I'll be running the pulsar from the OPZ. And drums aren't really the focus tonight. But I've got it. Pulsar's giving them off. Mononoke giving off a nice drum. We've got Sampler and... No, we're in season 4. Did I say season 3? We're in season 4. This is season 4 now. We're in it. That's how come I can go like this. Okay, so yeah, Barry, we're, yeah, actually, Twitch, I don't know how to change that now because Twitch changed its operating procedures and I couldn't even find how to make that different. So, you know, what I'm gonna be doing is moving this actually to YouTube and to the Patreon. It's gonna stream from YouTube to Patreon. And yeah, I really have not had a lot of luck with the Twitch streaming. I'm glad, you know, now like Chesky's on Patreon, Miles is on Patreon. You know, creators are moving there. I feel more comfortable moving more of my stuff there. Yeah, I really think it's going to be a better way to keep things organized and permanent and kind of have have my own space, because the details sometimes get changed on the cold drive switch, and I can be like a little unaware of it. We do our best to keep it organized, though. But sometimes it ends up like that, which you know, that's organized to a degree. So this is this drone is the 8th in a series. The series is tarot card oriented. Tonight we're working with the Chariot. I figured I'd just do some work on it this evening since y'all are with me anyways. So the Chariot is interesting, and I've been doing some thinking about the Chariot. Jason, you might want to weigh in a little bit on it, but Jay, I think you're really going to like this. So to understand what the Chariot is, you know, the ZnZerna have a square base, and the square base represents organization and like solidity, stability. All right, so organization and edifice. Sure, the vessel, but not like the vessel that's doing the action, but a construction from the vessel, a construction, an organized set of forces or principles upon which to ride. Okay, so it's the Chariot is the emperor. Once having been united with the empress, we have here what is like sort of like the son father, sort of Jesus type shit, where it's like, I am my father. This is like son, father, all type shit. And the edifice that it's riding is a construct. That's why it's a square. It's stable. That's why it's a square. However, this construct, unlike a lot of constructs, is riding on 2 wheels. It's being pulled by 2 horses, and I could make a whole hour about those 2 horses. But what I really want to talk about before I get into finishing off this E-flat drone is tuning this S4 field. I think I'm going to go with the overhead. Oh shoot, I got like no light. Oh my god. Once again, I've been tricked. I don't know why I did that. Okay, but it's alright. I'll fix it up pretty quick. So here we've got the S4 field and some lovely like static noise coming through too. And I just have to pull up my tuner. Maybe I'll do it by ear. lot of the Esperfield tunes. So what I've really been liking also has been using the tensor pedal here. So right now what I'm doing is I'm running reverb here. I might even take it for a I like this other reverb a lot better. So we've got this running through a reverb, and now I'm gonna take it down an octave with the tensor pedal and blend those two signals. rides on two wheels. It rides on two wheels. And there's another wheel in the Chariot. the wheel of fate and karma, when you understand that the wheels of the chariot are the wheel of fate and karma, the edifice built by the charioteer rides upon the events of things, in sync with them, by utilizing them. You see? So a little more about wheels. So the wheel of fate. Well, actually, we won't even get into the wheels yet. We'll concentrate more on the charioteer at the moment, because what you have, if you recognize, the key to the tarot is not just in the symbols themselves, but in the way that the symbols interact, the way that you will see shapes, colors, and things vary and shift forms over the course. For instance, back at the High Priestess, we have two towers, B and J. They're black and they're white. And what we have here, you see the chariot, two sphinxes, or, depending on what kind of deck you're working with. Here we see the two sphinxes, black and white. So we can understand that a hint is being made that the same energy at work in those two pillars is at work in those two sphinxes. And they're pulling the chariot. The chariot is an edifice created by the charioteer in order to do work and to ride, exercise power. And so what I did with the Hierophant drone was I united the two pitches of the Empress and the Emperor, because that's what the Hierophant does. He unites the Emperor and the Empress, and then the Emperor and the Empress sort of basically create a sun, but the sun is just like the same way the Son is the Father. It's one will. It's basically will. The will rides the edifice. So for the chariot, what I'm doing is I'm beginning to set things in motion, and I'm using bits and pieces of motion from the Emperor card. But now we're going to let the pulsar get involved to signify that motion. working the pulsar. I want the drum beat to remain uncomplicated, but square. One of the big things about the Chariot and the Emperor is their thrones are square. So 4s. And with the Chariots here, 8s. If you think about it, you've got like 4 and 4 overlaid as an 8-pointed star. That's why I went with stuff like this. 8 points on the star. again, this is turning out a little more ominous than the Chariot is supposed to be. Although the Chariot can be very ominous. The Chariot may be the beginning of the structure which becomes the tower. Organizational power of man. You see a lot of spirals in nature, but not a lot of full-on squares. Squares are like rocks. I mean, you see crystalline structures. But the way that mankind grows is a lot more like a crystalline structure than like a plant structure. found in crystals? I didn't know that. That makes sense to me, but I did not know that that was true. Practically gone. All on you. slower delay. Sometimes the Esper field will pick up some weird interference from some known or unknown location. The other morning I was working on the Hierophant? Yeah, I was working on the Hierophant. And I sat down with this weighted blanket, or this heated blanket. And the pickups on the Esper field were just going crazy with the electric signals from the blanket. So the tensor really proved its worth in that moment, because I was able to use it to tune the noise from the electric blanket and include it in the track. It was really cool. So yeah, that was a great way to kick off the first episode of the 4th season. ZnZerna is 4. Incredible. It's actually a little more than 4. We started earlier on, way back with Happy Little Trees, but almost nobody remembers Happy Little Trees. Had a lot of fun tonight. I gotta say thank you to all my dust cats, because I've had a little bit of time during these snow days to put in this drone work, and it is thanks to y'all and y'all's support. So thank you to all my DigiCats. Thank you to all my Zerna cats. Erica Pontiac, Melissa Schick, Ben Dasher, Kenny Creech, Gerard Stoltz, Raincat. Special thanks to all my Dusty Cats. Scarlett Herrera, welcome back. Austin Cat, Wayne Anderson, Anna Cat, Mama Cat. Oh, Pete, I see Pete down there, hiding in the wheels. Eric Akers, thank you very much. Visitor 10, I love you. Jen Dudley, you already know. Dog Fuck, my Loomy Cat. I'll be seeing you next week. Keep up the good work. Last but not least, Bear, if you're still listening, thank you very much. Berry Cat, my royal blue, standing on top, tried and true. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. On top of the throne is where the man's sitting. If it fits, I sits. We're riding the chariot into the future. I'm looking forward to doing more of these video synths. And next week, maybe more drone type stuff. Yes, Barry. Chill. Good to have you. Glad you've been listening. Next week, maybe more drones. Next week, maybe working on some of these other tracks. Next week, maybe giving you a sneak peek into a collaborative effort that I've been doing that we're just wrapping up work on here at the Dust Cat Dream. All that might go down next week. Definitely something will go down next week as we keep 2025 rolling. These psychedelic formats. And continue to rock on. and find your way through the maze. I hope that all of you have an easy time finding your way through the maze. Until next week.